for this recipe, we're going to need to put 2 sticks of butter, softened, very, very softened butter, and then our sugar. And then, you're supposed to do this by hand, but I'm lazy. And we're going to cream this until it looks creamy. My grandmother used to do this all the time, all by hand, and God rest her soul, because she would do this in big giant batches. So once it looks like this and it's a little bit creamy, we're going to add our 2 egg yolks, just yolks, one at a time. And once that's incorporated really nice, we're then going to add our milk and our vanilla. And then we're slowly going to put in our flour and our salt. The key here is not to overmix this dough. So we're going to slowly add it. And if you need to turn the mixer up as you're going, you can do that as well. Now let's turn it up just for a second. Don't have a shield guard. So at this point, you're going to want to shut it. It's crumbly, as it should be. And then we're going to work it with our hands just for a minute. My hands are clean. I have washed them. And just work it into the bowl. You can see the pieces of butter, which is also what we want because it is a butter cookie. But you don't want to overmix it too much. Just want to well incorporate this. So now that we have this, we're going to divide it into sections. Just make sure that it's not crumbly anymore and everything is incorporated. Okay, so mid-recording, the camera died, so I'll tell you what we did to catch you up. I took half the dough and made it green, and I took the other half, I made it red. You can use any food coloring that you like. I did it with my hands, as you can see it's stained, and I kept another half that is white, and I have my little thingamajiggies here that we're going to use. So for the white one, I have this electric Cuisinart cookie press. You can use any cookie press you want. But we're going to put this here. Once you feel the cookie hit, it's all trial and error. They're not all going to look perfect, but they're going to be edible. And my grandmother, when she did these, she did them with the copper twisty thing, the twisty press. So, and you don't have to space them out too far because they're not going to rise too much. So these might not be perfect. It's all trial and error. We'll see. There we go. So basically when you put this down, once you feel it lift, you're done. Once you feel it lift, you're done. There we go. Well, that was a little bit more than I expected. So we are now out of the white. So we're going to move on to the green, I think. Okay, so these are the finished ones from the cookie press. Some of them look a little wonky because I hate this cookie press. It's the worst cookie press ever. But it could be in your favor. So you get these little things that stick up and they look like kind of corally. And you could just push them down and manipulate them to be anything you want. So I have all different shaped wreaths. This one came out the best, and then this one came out the best. But we're going to pop these bad boys in the oven, 325 for approximately 8 to 10 minutes. Keep an eye on them. You don't want them to burn, and we'll be back with the finished product. So decided before putting them in the oven, I'm just going to put a couple of little sprinkly sprinkies or little jimmies just here and there onto them.
They're just normal sprinkles.
These are jimmies. They're rainbow jimmies. Then you can just press them on. If you have holiday ones, you can use holiday ones. You don't want to put too much. You just want them to look a little festive. Not too festive.
There's never too festive. Peanut gallery.
These are good if you put a cherry in the middle.
Ugh.
But now I'm going to put them in the oven. This is what they look like inside the hot oven, guys. I know you're not supposed to open the oven because you don't want to let the heat out, but whatever. So this is what they look like. They might not be as perfect as my grandmother's, but I can't wait for them to come out of the oven and taste them. Okay, so this is what they look like when they come out of the oven. And he's here to try one. You're going to have this one right here.
They're hot.
No, they're fine.
They're still hot. You try to burn me.
Put your man panties on. Tell me what you think.
It's really too hot.
No, they're fine. How are they?
It's good.
You taste like grandma's?
Tastes like Christmas.
Tastes like Christmas. You're supposed to. But how close are they to grandma's on a scale from 1 to 10?
8.
Ooh, that's close. That's the closest I've come so far.
We're close.
We're close? Every year we get closer to mastering this recipe that was encrypted. Okay. Alright guys, so they might not have come out perfect, but you know, this was the first run. Like I said, I don't like that press that we used. So if you guys can recommend a good cookie press, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.